Okay, let's see if that works. Sounds kind of echoey. Why is it echoing? Mm. All right, we'll try that. Let's see if that's just feedback or if it's echoing for you guys. Um, there's no echo? Okay. So it's just feedback in my headphones, and that's fine. Let's see. Why is the. You guys haven't seen the story on the raccoon who happened to be inebriated. That's just, sitting on our normal news stories with everything else. Are they going to change my life? No. But maybe we can actually tear down the system of protecting predators. That would be nice. That would change my world. It would change my daughter's world if we stopped protecting predators. Yeah. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in on this Wednesday. Okay. Which of the tariffs, Spencer? In the way that he's doing them, not tariffs in general, but the way that he's doing them. Um, I haven't seen where he's creating jobs. If anything, we have seen where the private sector is losing jobs, which even Howard Lutnick today is blaming the Democratic shutdown, which I blame both sides for the shutdown. But we were losing jobs before the shutdown. So, oh, we're going to be super misogynistic this morning. Cool, 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 cool. Sure, slabs. I don't care what party affiliation they're assigned to. We need to stop protecting them. I read my news, I don't watch it. I don't need political pundits to tell me what to think. Now that we have 184 people in here, welcome in, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon if you're on that East Coast timeline. I appreciate you being here. Let's make sure we're doing all the good things, tapping the screen, sharing the live out, doing your daily heart meet if you have not done so. And we can see what kind of conversations we can try and have today. How do I blame both sides for the shutdown? I think that Republicans put Democrats in a horrible position because they don't have a plan on health care. And I think that the Democrats used the American people as a pawn, but I think they both do that. And I don't think that's right. That's how I can critique both sides. It's totally possible. Which is why my topic is that I think MAGA has TDS because Trump derangement system or syndrome, excuse me, implies to me that you can't critique this man. You just blindly follow him. You will pretzel to defend him. That sounds like TDS to me. And I'm not a Democrat. So, Good morning, Spencer. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing well. I have seen you on other panels, so I know you voted for Trump, but can we get your age and state, please?
Yes, 39, Texas.
Sure. All right. What topic did you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm up for any of them. I mainly like to focus on economic stuff, but I
Sure.
just first would like to say thank you for being objective. It is not hard to call out both parties, or like if they do something good, applaud either party. I
Right.
get that all the time. I think it's and I would agree with the statement that MAGA, like what we would traditionally think of MAGA, or what I think of MAGA,
Right.
does have TDS because they cannot criticize them for literally anything.
Yeah, that would be the small base that is like what I think is like cultish, not the entirety of people who voted for him. Yeah.
Thank you for that because
Hmm.
that's I think a problem that we have is the purity
Hmm.
testing from both parties. It's like you have to support everything or you're this. It's like no, I don't actually. I can be
Right,
objective.
but with your vote, you did co-sign it, right? Like, I'm a registered
Yeah, yeah,
independent.
fair
I
enough.
did vote for Kamala. I didn't agree with her policies in regards to Israel, but I co-signed on that. I'd have to live with my actions on that.
I would say that's actually one of my biggest issues with the Republican Party. I've actually been speaking out against the whole. I don't want to say the word because it's anytime I've ever gotten flagged, it's by saying that country's name.
Right.
um, but I've been speaking about that since 2012. So it's been a nightmare because my party. I'm seeing some change though, which is a good thing. Like my
Within the
party.
Republican Party?
Yes, yes, within my personal experience, right?
Okay.
So with the people I've interacted
Right.
with,
Okay. Yeah, like the
never,
voters.
yeah,
Right.
never in a million years would I think they would actually start to say, "Well, we don't need to be getting involved." And I'm hearing that more and more, and it's like, "Oh, this is nice. This
Yeah.
is nice."
No, and that's good. And I think I'm not a Trump fan by any means. I don't think any of his policies are beneficial to the American people, and that's something we can talk about. But I think he has destroyed what was the Republican Party, and I think they're going to have to find a new identity outside of him.
Um, I would partially agree with that.
Hmm.
So I didn't vote for him the first two times he ran.
Okay.
I voted this time, and I was a single issue voter. I think the party was destroyed during Barack Obama's second election when the party over like basically they pulled a Bernie Sanders on Ron Paul, and a lot of people don't know this. They removed like 17 states of delegates from the RNC, and basically just threw the RNC to give it to Mitt Romney and disenfranchised like the entire libertarian wing of the party, if you will,
Sure.
like the or the classical liberals, if you will,
Hmm.
and I think Trump was able to galvanize, albeit through some not so awesome means, if you will. You know,
Racist. He was racist.
yeah,
Yeah.
he galvanized the party. So he did kind of quote unquote save the party, but at what cost?
The cost is I don't think you guys
Yeah,
like not you, but like I don't think
yeah,
the
yeah.
party knows what they stand for or what they're supposed to stand for anymore because even then the
I would agree.
policies that Trump proposes while Republican in theory are not, and so now they're having a tough time speaking to their constituents about it.
Yeah, I do like some of his economic policies. Some of his economic policies I don't like. I think they're actually would align more with the Democratic Party.
Sure.
Uh,
You said I did want to ask though, you said you were a single issue voter. Was it economics?
solely economics,
Okay.
and a lot of people think, oh well, you're heartless. You care about money, and it's like, no, that's
I mean,
I
you can argue that. I think that I think it devolves the conversation because I would rather critique the issue you did vote for and see where we get with that. Of course, I would rail against you and say that I think human rights are a big fucking deal and I don't see why anybody would vote for that racist, misogynistic piece of shit. But we're here. He won. That's why I don't debate the election. So,
well
what of
I
his
could
economic policy do you like?
yeah, so I could kind of elaborate on that.
Sure.
Remember, I didn't vote the first two times, right?
Hmm.
And I still think his economic policies were better than but in both elections, but it didn't reach the level for me of necessity to where it trumped pun.
Yeah,
It trumped
his name is unfortunate.
this. Hello, Olive. I've spoken with Olive before.
Mhm.
Very nice. Always been nice to me. It didn't trump the social issues, right? Like it wasn't the economy wasn't more important than the social issues, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And
So
this
what
and this
changed this time? Because he got worse.
and it's the just the overall picture of the state of our economy and where our debt is, where the strength of the U.S. dollar is, like on not from an exchange perspective, but from utility as being the global reserve currency. I mean, we still have that status, but
Right, but
um,
he's added more to the debt, and he is the one who's making the dollar be worth less with his policies.
but he hasn't, and that's one
How
thing
not?
that because the way that people come to that conclusion is silly. So there's two ways of looking at that. Either you look at the total debt added from inauguration to inauguration. So if we
Hmm.
look at that, it was less than Biden. And then
No.
if you look, well, I would encourage you to double check that
Where's
because
that
when you
source? Where'd you get that source?
the United States Treasury Department. So
So
he
then
was in.
they're looking, no, the Treasury tends to look at budgets from a 10-year period, not inauguration to
Well,
inauguration.
that's the CBO. So we can look at that too. But
Because, no,
so
because based off numbers, including COVID spending, Trump spent more.
I'm assuming I can name your source for that, and I
Okay.
can name the only source that you're going to give me for that is the CRFB June
Sure.
2024. That's literally the only
So
place.
where on the I would like to
So
read while
so
we're talking the
oh right
Treasury
right.
Department where what the title
So,
is so I can bring it up.
well, you can go to the monthly Treasury statements, or you can just go to you can go to Fred, Federal Reserve for Economic Data.
Sure.
So the two metrics, obviously, one would be just looking at the debt from when they took office and left office.
Mm-hmm.
The second would be like a 10-year CBO projection or something, right?
Right.
So those are the two models. If we look at just when Trump was inaugurated, the debt was what, 19.95 trillion. When he left, it was 27.75 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, that is from inauguration to inauguration. But you also got to figure when he left office and Biden took office, there was 1.6 trillion cash on hand in the Treasury that counts towards that debt, but wasn't actually spent by his administration. It was an emergency measure. But even if we count that, that puts him at what, 7.8 trillion? Biden was higher than that
How?
because when Biden took office, the debt was 27.75, and he left it at what, 34 and some change.
What did Biden do to add to that?
Well, again, that wasn't the metric. We said we can look at how much the debt increased
No,
while they
because
were in office.
if we're gonna say Biden spent more, not that it increased because of like just in general. Because if we're saying that, we know things like the TCJA are still going to continue to have effect into Biden's terms, things like that, right? So what did Biden do specifically to spend more than Trump?
Well,
By
that
dollar
first
amount, he didn't.
that first metric has nothing to do with spending, right? Because I said there's two ways to look at.
Sure.
So the first has nothing to do with the president's policies. It's just how much debt was increased while they're in office. The second would have to be some type of long-term 10-year debt projections based on, policy impact, CBO scoring, yada, yada, yada. The thing that gets me, especially when we use the CRFB, is $1.8 trillion of the calculation for Trump's supposed added debt is from the TCJA. But that's just patently false because
How?
because we look at the CBO's 10-year tax revenue collection projections before the TCJA was passed. And then we look at how much revenue was collected since the TCJA was passed. And last I checked, we were up 1.5 trillion in additional revenue. Probably now it's
See,
well
but the
over two.
CRFPB is only track like you're adding other metrics in it to make the numbers different. The
No,
CF
no,
if
no,
we're
no.
no, the CRFPB is just tracking borrowing. So what each president borrowed in the government. That's why Trump spent more because he approved more borrowing than Biden did.
So in the CRFB, did they say that there was 1.8 trillion dollars attributed to the TCJA? Because I know
No.
for a fact they do.
In the CRFPB?
The June the only issue from them, and it's from a singular month and year, the 2024 June edition. It's interesting how I know
Right.
that off the
No,
top of my
I
head
know
because
because you've argued it multiple times. Sure.
there's no other source. Like I would think that if this was so cut and dry, would be multiple like breakdowns that show this.
And
But
yet,
this,
okay, sure, but then you would have to show me where any source is claiming that Biden spent more than Trump did or
uh,
borrowed more than Trump did.
the House Budget Committee did actually broke down the CRFB and how they erred. And one interesting
So just congressional testimony. Cool. That
no
means
no
nothing
the
to me.
Congress like well
They can say whatever they want, and they do.
I mean I don't have an issue with that. I mean it's
That's
subjective.
opinion then. That means nothing.
I mean they broke down the numbers though and showed see
According to them, not because of those actual numbers. That's just, well, this number means this, and this was Biden letting in immigrants, and this was that. Like, that's just them saying shit. That doesn't mean
well,
anything. Any
so
House committee hearing is just testimony. Hold on, real
okay
quick.
I could go ahead.
Adi said, if policies aren't written on 10-year budgets, then why do bills like the OBBB cut spending in departments over a 10-year period? The IJA, the Infrastructure and Jobs Act, was a 10-year approved spending.
Yeah, we're talking about 10-year spending right now, which is why we said there's two different ways.
So then show me a source besides the oversight or besides a committee saying some things that Biden spent more.
Well, the CRFB is not a government. Like
I'm not saying it is. They're basing it off of the borrowing. And I agree with you. It only is on June. I would like to see the entirety of now Biden is out of office, right?
Which is interesting is they haven't.
I agree. They did it That's not. I agree. They should.
But they won't. And what's interesting is that I agree with you, right? Like those committees can be very partisan, right?
Yes.
And so can when people say, well, it's whitehouse.gov and they go from the office.
Yeah, I don't trust that at all.
Budget. This is what I found interesting. That June edition of the CRFB, they didn't just use the CBO data, which would make it at least objective. For Biden, they used the CBO and OMB. How much of each? We don't know. But I'm like, why would you use OMB's modeling? Like, because that's just the president's talking point. Whoever's in office, I don't care if it's Trump. I don't buy it.
Okay,
if
so
it's
you
Biden,
don't have a source for me that's going to show me that Trump spent less than Biden.
Well, I mean, have we had 10 years of either? No. See, the only thing we have is projections, and the CBO only does based on current law.
Sure.
So what we do know is
then let's not talk about that then because we don't have numbers for it. Okay.
Well, I didn't make the claim. Yeah, I didn't make the.
What else in regards to Trump's what is he doing that's beneficial for the economy right now for the American people?
The taxes was the biggest thing for me.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and deny that he didn't give tax breaks to everyone. He did, but disproportionately, he gave them to the rich. In regards to that, also, you now have people who are getting less of a tax break than they were before, now having to deal with possibly losing their health care, their food benefits, and the price of things have gone up. So where is the delineation that's making this beneficial?
Yeah, so any tax cuts of any kind are always going to disproportionately affect the people who disproportionately pay all the taxes. It's just
that's why in the 50s were we able to tax them at an effective rate of like 70%.
The effective rate was 16.9 actually.
On rich people?
Yeah, yes.
50s?
It was 16.9.
Maybe it was corporations I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's what then tax the corporations.
But on a 90% marginal, the actual taxes paid was lower in the 50s than it is today. So it would actually, I would say we should lower taxes even more. But
that's crazy. Why do you guys? Well, I mean, it works so great. They don't do anything for you.
I mean, they pay effectively all of the tax proportionally. I mean, they make 20% of the income and pay 40%.
Okay, but we're giving them tax breaks for what purpose?
To do the very thing it does every time we cut taxes, and the same thing it did in the 50s, which is to stimulate growth into the economy. But
they don't. They hoard it.
Well, then why did it work in the 50s? Why did it work Clinton's
Because they
second
had a
term. Why
higher
did it work?
effective tax rate. What do you
No, they did
mean?
not.
Yes,
No,
they
they did
did.
not. I,
Prove
I
that to
assure you
me.
they did. Okay. So there was a study by Guzman. Who else was it? Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find the breakdown here. All right. So the study was from Piketty. I don't know how to say the other last name. Seez, Seez, and Zuckman. And the title was Distribution on National Accounts, Methods and Estimates for the United States. And this was done in 2017. If you go to the Tax Foundation, there's a release from August 4th of 2017, and it's called Taxes on the Rich.
Yeah, I have that one up.
Okay. Where most people stop reading is they read and they see that there was a 42% tax rate on the top 1%.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just read literally the next sentence under it, it says, when we look at income taxes specifically, the top 1% of taxpayers paid an average effective rate of only 16.9% in income taxes during the 1950s. And right now it's like 23, I believe, according to the latest IRS data. So it's substantially lower in the 50s than it is today.
Where are you finding that part on the Tax Foundation?
Do you see? Okay, so do you see that taxes on the rich part?
Mm-hmm.
We're not okay. If you see the graph that goes like it's got like a little graph and a blue bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the third paragraph underneath that starts with how could it be that the tax code? Do you see that part?
The resulted in effective tax rate. In fact, even the 42% tax rate on the top percent takes into account all taxes levied by federal, state, and local governments. When we look at income taxes specifically, the top 1% paid an effective rate. Okay, but are we factoring that in now? There are a few discrepancies.
Yeah, so I'm saying if we look at just income taxes, they paid an effective rate lower than today by substantially lower.
Okay, but what are the reasons for the discrepancy? Did you read that part?
Yeah, because it's talking about the discrepancy between 42 and 16.9, which is that the 42 is counting every type of tax that somebody could pay. But if we're just looking at just income taxes, it's 16.9. Now, there's a lot of reasons for why they paid less, but the fact still remains they paid substantially less. The problem is that our government has been exponentially devaluing the dollar more and more and more each year. And so what that does is it erodes the middle class and takes away any chance of poor people climbing out of it. And it transfers wealth upward to people who already own wealth.
By taxing the rich?
No, by debasing the dollar. Like when the government keeps running massive deficits, that just makes the rich get rich. Like people who actually own assets, their assets appreciate with inflation, but all the poor people still have to buy milk. But milk's $87 a gallon. I mean,
I know, but I don't like Trump is making the rich get richer.
Well, only if he's not putting policies that are reducing the deficit. Yeah, you can make that argument. But if the TCJA actually increased tax revenue, then it's actually making that gap smaller. So that's the problem that I had with a lot of these models. Is
but did it?
The TCJA increased tax revenue.
Did it increase it to pay enough for it, though?
We're actually up. Yes. Now,
and what's the OBBB going to do?
I would argue the same thing.
How?
Because if the first projection was that the TCJA in its original form was going to cost us 1.8 trillion, and we're already up 1.5 trillion. That's over a $3 trillion error. I would argue that it's going to do the exact same thing this time. But now they're saying, oh, it's not going to cost us 1.8, it's going to cost us 5 trillion.
Yet the wealth gap keeps increasing and people's cost of living keeps going up while that happens. Where's the solution and the benefit to the general American people?
Well, that is merely a byproduct of running massive deficits. That's the sole cause of that exact problem that you just stated. Yes,
if we're relying on cutting taxes for the rich so that they can inject money into the economy, What is he doing to combat the fact that they're not?
No, they are. It's just being
Where are they?
eroded.
Where are they? No, because they need to pay for this, right? And they know they need to pay for this. So in the
They are.
OBBB, why are we cutting programs, welfare programs? Why? Because we need to pay for the tax cuts.
I think that's silly because the tax cuts didn't need to be paid for if they were positive revenue generating. I don't understand the logic.
How are they positive revenue generating?
Because
if they're cuts, we're not getting that revenue.
Well, in a vacuum, correct, but that's not how economies work, and which is what the CBO even tells you. It's called dynamic feedback effects.
Sure.
So if you just go before we even created the TCJA, the CBO, if you go to their 2017 10-year projections, they released how much we should be taking in income tax. Take that total number and then look at how much have we actually taken in, and we were up over 1.5 trillion as of last year. Now, if you made the case, well, that's just all because of inflation. Sure. Even if we said 100% of that additional revenue was inflation, it would have been a zero impact to tax revenue. So it still isn't going to equal we took in less, that we need to somehow cut something to pay for something that
Then
didn't
why are they
cost
cutting
us.
it?
Why are they cutting what?
Then why are they cutting entitlements?
So which specifically? Like, I'm assuming you're talking about the Medicaid.
Medicaid and
cuts.
SNAP.
Okay, so with Medicaid, they're not technically cutting it.
They are.
What
was the budget for Medicaid in the year of 2023?
I don't know, but I can explain what the cut is if you like.
It was like 800 billion. What are they making them cut over the course of 10 years?
They're cutting. They're stopping the Medicaid provider tax loophole. And guess where that language came from? Well, yeah, they are. The Medicaid provider tax. That's what.
No, they are making them cut the entire budget over the course.
Yes, and the vehicle for that is the Medicaid provider tax system. How it works is that Medicaid is supposed to be the federal government partnered with the state. The states use this little gimmick called the Medicaid provider tax to shift the burden to the federal government. And it was so bad in the 80s it was going to bankrupt Medicaid, so they put a cap of, I believe it was 6%. And then this bill is literally going to cap that at, I think it's 3.5%. So the states who have been relying on making the federal government pay for more than their fair share would see less revenue. So people are calling that a cut. But if you look at, then guess where the idea came from? Every budget introduced by Barack Obama, because he pointed out that
I thought we were going to be objective, Spencer, and not try to blame Democrats.
I'm not blaming Democrats. I'm not blaming Democrats. I'm blaming Republicans for not passing it when Obama proposed it every single budget, because it needed to happen then. I'm pissed that it's taken us this long because it harms Medicaid, and that's dangerous for people.
They hate Medicaid.
I know. I actually think, from a fiscal perspective, universal health care makes more fiscal sense.
You shouldn't be a Republican. That sounds pretty progressive to me.
I'm pretty like, I know a lot. I disagree with the left on economic issues, but most social issues.
I just don't see why. We have seen this time and time again. Not just Trump. We have seen this with Reagan. We have seen this with Nixon. Their policies are not good.
I mean, we saw it with the Bush tax cuts when Trump took office. We were still under Bush's tax plan, aside from a few sunset provisions, because we made them permanent under the Obama administration. Like, they work. Now, we need to overhaul the corporate side. The corporate side, there's two. I shouldn't pay more taxes than Verizon. Like, I think we would probably agree on that.
Okay, so why is he cutting corporate taxes and permanently?
So permanent corporate tax rates, I agree with. What I don't agree with is you can't cut the corporate taxes and still allow all the other shenanigans that happen. So I want a globally competitive corporate tax rate, but also not all the loopholes, if that makes sense.
Audie, if you want to correct him on some things, you absolutely can. I'm not going to lie that this is not my best subject.
I know. Spencer, you claim to know so much about the economy. Are you familiar with the CBPP or the ITEP?
ITEP. Oh yeah, the ITEP.
Either one of them.
Yeah,
I asked about two.
Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with ITEP. I think mostly about their immigration data.
How that's not what ITEP does. It's
It's
a
tax.
it's a
I know
taxation.
that.
I mean
So
they're gonna
does ITEP
yeah,
have a whole, hold on, do they have a whole economic write up on how much immigrants contribute to taxes? Yes or no?
yeah, because of taxes. But when
Yeah,
you say that because of what they have on immigration, sounds like
Yeah, it
it's
was
I'm,
just
just
I'm
confusing
strictly
talking
in that way.
immigration.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking
It's just not well
I'm
worded.
talking specifically
So
about economics and immigration. That's the only way I know
cool,
them is
that's fine. Yeah, but you're not familiar with the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, aka the CBPP.
no.
Okay, so they've been studying this. The ITEP has been studying this for a long time. And let me just be very clear. When it comes to the corporate tax rate and the effective tax rate in the 1950s, it was 49%. In the 60s, it was 38% and 33% in the 70s. And this is backed by more than just one source. So I wanted to point out that you've been wrong and lying to everybody this
I'm not
entire time.
I'm not
Also,
lying.
according to the ITEP and the
Uh-huh.
CBPP, the effective tax rate of corporations since the TCJA was passed in December of 2017 and went into effect January 1st, 2018 is 12.8%.
Yeah, so let's backtrack. When you said the 49%,
For the 1950s,
yeah, I love this.
38% in
Hold
the
on, I
60s.
love this for you because we just literally just looked at this. You do realize that that's
No,
counting.
you didn't. You didn't pull up anything. You didn't cite a source. You basically just cited Congress.
No. She
Okay.
actually.
Well, real quick, that tax foundation, that specific paragraph you wanted to read, it puts a little bracket with a 4 for the citation, right? And it's citing your study that you listed. It even says the data from Piketty, Sayez, and Zuckman is not divided among federal, state, and local taxes, so it is difficult to tell exactly how much the rich were paying in federal income taxes specifically during this period. So it is also not proof of anything. They're just saying it. Just a number
No,
they came up with.
no, what they're saying.
Yeah.
So then
But
you would have
again,
to hold
the
on.
current effective
Hold on.
corporate tax rate
Then show. Hold
that
on.
is has been a
Hold on.
process.
Then
Do not
your
tell me to chill out, Spencer. You've literally been lying
I'm not
for the
li-
last several minutes. And
Hold on.
unfortunately, you know
Don't
that
tell
they
me
are not
don't
good
tell
with
me I'm lying.
numbers.
You can tell me I'm
They are not
incorrect.
good with
Okay, you're
numbers,
incorrect.
unlike
She's
me,
correcting you.
who's
Let her
actually
speak.
Okay,
very
then
good with numbers.
show me your source that breaks
I
down.
just did.
She did.
Sure, I will give you both of these,
And
okay? I'll give
what's the
you the
method? Okay.
titles to both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you the titles for both of them
I'm gonna
because
look it
there are
up.
two different ones from
Yeah.
the
I don't want
CBPP.
Okay.
There are two different ones because they did it as an old, like I pulled an old study for your rates from way back in the, prior to 2000s.
Yeah, go ahead, give it to me.
CBPP, so papa.org.
Yeah.
The title is The Decline of Corporate Income Tax Revenues. Okay. And then you can also look up the ITEP corporate
I don't want to
taxes
use ITEP
before.
because they're terrible.
I don't give a shit.
Why?
You
Why
just
are
said
they
you
terrible?
liked them for immigration.
Yeah,
He
because
just said he liked them for immigration.
Why are they
So
No,
he's not even logically
Yeah.
consistent.
I didn't say I liked them for immigration. I'm saying I know of them because of that. Because in one of their budget, like their write-ups, where they say, "Look at how much immigrants contribute to taxes." They counted federal government taxes paid on behalf of employers. They count employers' taxes. They count all of these other taxes as taxes paid by immigrants. So the way they
It
skew
sounds
that,
like
I'm
you
not a
just
big
like
fan.
to cherry pick data to make it sound
Are
good.
you
is what
No,
it
I don't.
sounds like you like to do.
I
When
don't
the
like.
employer,
Yeah.
okay, I am gonna I can't do this. Like, sorry, this is like hurting my brain. But and I don't know. I don't like to meet on other people's panels. But dude,
Okay, fine.
if you don't have employees that you are paying out for a job, right? That employer wouldn't be paying employee taxes to the federal government if people weren't in those positions. Like, there's a reason why they
Right.
count it. That makes zero
He's
sense.
literally cherry picking.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's counted. It's similar enough to when we count like what taxes we gain as a federal government from citizens. They count the employer payroll part of it. The employer payroll part of it for a reason, for their parts that they contribute to the taxes. Anyway, for the rest of the crowd, the ITEP title is Corporate Taxes Before and After the Trump Tax Law. Then for the CBPP, again, that title is going to be After Decades of Costly, Regressive, and Ineffective Tax Cuts, a New Course is Needed.
Okay, I'm reading your study, and
I gave you 3, so
Yeah.
please
Which
don't
one?
forget to
No,
go
I'm
look
gonna
at
use
all
your
of them.
own. Did you read it
But so
before I
I
go?
just want
Hold
to be
on.
clear.
Did you
Nemo,
just
do you have the rest of this going on? Because I gotta
read
walk
the
back
headline, or did
inside.
you actually read it? It's talking about.
Sir, I actually read it, and I also
Okay, so
provided
then,
it to
yeah,
Monica. So
I don't
you
think you
can
did.
stop crying. Yeah,
Hold on.
you read
Hold
it in
on, we can discuss
2.5
it in a minute.
seconds.
No,
Got it.
I'm literally on page 5,
You
and
read it
all.
in 2.5 seconds?
No, I'm merely pointing out, just before I even get any further.
You read it in 2.5
Corporate
seconds?
income tax revenues have declined, not only in terms of the share of federal taxes, right? This is talking about the share. We're not talking about effective yet. But also when they are measured as a share of the economy. Like, okay, so there's so many moving parts to that. I haven't even gotten to your claim about effective rates and how their methodology, but
Oh,
like,
so now you're going to tear apart the methodology because, again, it doesn't fit your narrative that you
Your
can't
narrative.
no,
prove.
because you tore apart the Zuckman study.
I didn't
Long-term
even tear it
decline in
apart. I just
corporate
went down to the bracket that said 4
the
and
sources.
read the source material that said doesn't exactly tell.
And why doesn't it? Because there is no what? Data? But yet somehow there is data for this study that to come up with their own like projections,
So
right?
tear
And
apart their
data.
They've
citations.
always.
No,
You
if the
read- you
data
read
doesn't
fi-
exist, if the government
You
doesn't
read
provide
I'll
the
just
data,
read
pages
this.
in 1
No, I'm
minute?
saying
Yeah, he didn't even read. He
I'm
control
saying
F
if the
to search it.
government
I
didn't provide the
guarantee he
data,
control
how
F
does
to
this?
search it.
Hold on. If the government didn't
Yeah.
provide the data set, then how would another like
How do we have
study?
historical
What do you mean?
rates
It's all
of
cited
inflation
right
if they
here.
didn't provide this the data? Just blah 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 blah.
So
They
The
also have
effective corporate
brackets.
tax rate, that is the percentage of corporate profits that is paid in federal corporate income taxes, has followed a similar pattern. During the 1990s, corporations as a group paid an average of 2.53 Corporations as a group paid an average of 2.53% of their profits in federal income taxes, according to the new Congressional Research Service estimates. By contrast, they paid more than 49% in the 1950s, 38% in the 1960s, and 33% in the 1970s.
Oh, God.
Corporate income tax revenues are lower in the United States than in most European countries.
Yeah.
According to the data from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the total federal and state corporation income taxes in the United States in 2000, measured as a share of the economy, were about 1/4 less than the average for other OECD member countries. 35 years ago, the opposite was true. Corporations in the United States bore a heavier burden than their European counterparts.
Yeah, and was my
Go
study
break
about?
up those other 2 studies that they just cited. Go.
Well,
Go.
I am, but I
Go.
just want to point something
Go.
out.
Go.
What?
Go.
My
Go.
my study wasn't about corporations. It was about the top 1%. So you're comparing apples to bananas here. First of all,
No, you were literally talking
And I
about the
said, but then we
tax rate.
switched.
Hold
We
on.
did switch to talking about corporate tax rate, and you're
Yeah,
still.
but she's saying that this study's wrong because the number, the 16.9, is different than her study. Her study is referring to corporations. This one is talking about the top 1% of filers. There's 2 separate taxing systems. There's corporations and there's individual filers. Like, you're not even comparing the same data set, but I'm still going to read your study and see how, like, it's not even talking about the same thing, just so we're clear. We were talking
You
about the
were
rich, the top
literally
1%. You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, you were talking about the corporation
Yeah, because we had
effective
shifted.
tax
Yes,
rate
because we had
of the
shifted.
1950s,
No,
because
we
that's
weren't.
what
No, we
Monica
weren't.
brought up,
No, we weren't.
that
We
in
were
the
talking about the rich.
1950s, the tax rate was about 80%.
The
Because that
title
was
is
the tax rate on the corporations.
yeah. The
Right.
title is literally the taxes on the rich were not that much higher than in the 50s. We were
Do the rich not
specifically
own corporations, or am I?
but that's not what our first topic was even about. And then I
Okay,
said
but
I
does this
agree.
include people who owned corporations?
No, this is specifically talking about single filers, unless they're a pass through.
And again, we debunked your study anyway. We moved on to
You
corporate.
you didn't debunk my study. You gave me
Your
studies
study
that
debunked itself. You're right. I didn't debunk it. Your study debunked itself.
okay. Typical. Well, I thought we
Typical
were gonna
what?
have a good.
Do it. I
Are
thought
you
we
are
were
you
You have
about?
four
typical.
people.
I thought
You have 4 people.
4 people. No,
Yes,
Spencer.
who has spoken?
Very easy to do.
One
Who has
is-
spoken?
The only
just
person
saying-
who has talked, through any of this has
I'm
been
not
between
doing this
you and
today.
Monica the entire time.
And
Run
then
away
you
like the
and
little
Audie.
pussy bitch that you are.
And then
you and Ari
Audie.
had a
Okay, you
conversation.
ran away.
I want 332 people in here. That is the quietest I have been on this app in fucking days. Okay.
You see
God
when her
fucking damn
microphone's
it.
not lit up, that means that she's muted. She doesn't need that mute icon, like what appears in my bottom corner when I hit that button.
I didn't
I
even
sat
have
here-
Nemo eat you up on the taxes.
I was about to leave, and then he just wanted to cry harder, but
I sat
I'm
here so
sorry.
quietly, so patiently. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, look at me go. I'm not going to yell at some mediocre white man on the internet. Look at me go. I like Olive. She's nice. That's because you talk about shit I'm not passionate about. I give 2 fucks about taxes.
I still
Ugh,
don't get
sorry,
sipping
Al.
for the rich and corporations. It's weird to me. It's fucking weird. But maybe I'm just too lefty.
I'm sorry. I broke him.
Yeah, he was wrong on like everything.
Right. And I will never say that I know a lot on taxes. I have not had to file taxes in 10 years because I've been a stay-at-home mom all that time. So I haven't had to file taxes. This will be the first year in a long time that I have to file taxes. So yeah, it's not something I'm super familiar with. But it's not hard to read either. So like the fact that you're trying to say, well, if you take out this metric but add this metric and like you're just looking for the data you want.
Yeah, there's plenty of different ways you can fudge the numbers. But I mean, if you look at really long-term studies on this type of stuff, Democrats in the modern era are just better economically.
Right.
So that's going to be your standard, I guess, neoliberalist type policy, which, I don't think goes
Dirty
far
liberals.
enough.
Right.
But, nonetheless, they are better than Republicans at it. They are better at being, I guess, fiscal conservatives than Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just wild that Republicans have taken the word conservative, which, sure, they are, but also applied it to fiscal policy, in which they are not.
Right.
They're not conservative in the sense of being like restrained.
No,
They're
spend.
not. Yeah, they just, it's a credit card to them,
Mhm.
and they blow it way past the limit.
Who increases the debt ceiling every single time?
Yeah, those Republicans. I mean, Republicans played chicken with the debt ceiling under Biden,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that was only a $1 trillion increase, which only, but
Right.
still.
I'd like a
In the
$1
case
trillion
of-
increase. That would be nice.
Right. In the case of Republicans, they upped the debt ceiling right before Trump took office, and I think it was a $2 trillion increase.
Right.
It was something. It was crazy.
They've talked
And they
about
did
eliminating it completely.
Yeah, yeah,
Spencer,
and I mean, I'm all for getting rid of the debt ceiling because we are the only other country on the planet besides, I think it's Denmark, that has a debt ceiling.
Right.
It's a silly concept
Mhm.
that's been
Let's
around
put a
since
cap
World
on
War
ourselves
One.
that we constantly move. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's another way that Republicans can, I guess they can weaponize it. They weaponize government shutdowns. They weaponize debt ceilings. And wouldn't you know, those two things are the reason why the credit rating for the United States globally has been downgraded by all credit rating agencies. So like it was Moody's and shit. I always forget the names of the other ones. Moody's was I think the very last one that dropped us from AAA to AA. I'll figure out the other ones, but the reason for that was that's it. Fitch, that's the other one. The reason for that consistently over the last 10 years, because that's when all the agencies have downgraded us. The reason cited has been governmental instability. And it's on behalf of Republicans.
Right.
It's insane.
We can't say stable. Guys, real quick mod announcement while we're sitting here. 300 people in here. Let's make sure we're booping that screen, sharing the live out. Do your daily heart me if you have not done so. I still have my 100 goal, guys. Update on my husband's checks. I think it's his payroll. It's his fucking payroll. So he's looking at other jobs because we have 2 checks sitting in the bank that will not fucking clear. So we are surviving off of my money. So anything you can give to me is a really, really, really big help while we try to figure that out. Make sure you are taking care of my panelists here. I always appreciate having more people with more knowledge than me. I will never claim to know anything. Also, this is the first day we are testing out multi-streaming. So if you go into the links in my bio, I should be streaming on the Tubes and on the Purple app now. So
Let me
we'll see if that
see.
is working. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Diet Pepsi, how are you today?
Do you want to mod me over there on the tubes?
Yeah, I gotta open it and figure out how to do that, but yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. I am looking to speak to Trump supporters who have TDS.
He was being a T-phobe in the chat, which is why I invited him up.
Oh, fun.
He normally never comes up, from what I've noticed.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's why I was like, let me just try. Why does somebody want me to check RGs? Listen, yeah, you are running on the T.
I know. I gotta
Oh, I
figure
see
out
how you're doing it.
I need to learn
Are
how
you
to
trying to
do
figure
it.
out how to mod somebody?
I gotta figure out how to go
Um,
to it to mod because I'm running it through OBS as a display capture. Gorlami, how are
We'll
you
figure it
today?
out together.
I was requesting because I wanted to debate Spencer and
got it.
destroy him. Yeah.
I appreciate you. I love that you're all willing
He
to
travels
jump up.
around. It's not
He
hard to
does.
find him.
He be around.
So annoying. And my biggest issue was when he just like basically said that we can't count how they budget bills on 10 years, even though that's literally written into the law, and was like, where'd you get that? The CBO? I know where you got that from. The CBO, which has a 96% accuracy rating for a reason.
Well, I know that I've heard this argument before. They hold on to the fact that it wasn't completely accurate in how it described the TCJA and revenue. But
Imagine saying that the CBO is like a bad source. That's wild. Like, they're pretty awesome. I mean, all things considered, the CBO is probably one of the best sources you can get as far as fiscal analysis.
He used to have a link tree full of all these links together. He's been on this app for a really long time, and he'd be like, check my link tree, and I'm like, I'm not touching your tree, dude.
Oh, are you talking about the last weirdo?
Spencer.
I saw what you put in the chat, and I was like, that's funny. He only likes me because of X, Y, and Z.
That's it. That's
he's
all the
civil.
only reason.
At least he's civil. Most of the time they like to come up and yell slurs at us. So I mean, at least.
When has any Trump supporter say that I am a good person?
I mean, you're undercover MAGA, so hush.
No, I'm not. Just because I grew up in Detroit and I lived really close to Canada does not make me Maple MAGA, and just because my parents are Republican doesn't mean I am.
I mean,
what did they do today?
I live in a red state and I'm not MAGA.
For real.
I've lived in all red states except for one, so.
So now
That's
they're
it.
going to have to combat
Anyway,
lying on affordability. That's going to be fun for the midterms. I don't know. Affordability is a Democrat scam.
Oh, he was on True
That's
Social.
hilarious. Drop me down. Bye.
Have a good day. It's good to see you back. I think it's more funny. I accept you as an honorary Maple person, though. Thank you, Megan. I just want the healthcare, and other things. So he went on a tyrant on True Social, and he's like, anyone who was pardoned underneath the Joe Biden administration because of that faulty auto pen no longer has any pardons. And then he goes to pardon a corrupt Democrat.
Right. Well, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, like, I don't know how MAGA is going to explain this, though, right? Like, when it comes to all these other pardons and stuff, they're like, it's the Biden going after the Republicans. And it's like, okay, this was a Democrat. Well, you're going after your own too. Like, you have to be consistent. Give me a break here. He's just pardoning criminals who pay to play.
We're now
The
moving
Hernandez
back.
pardon is still just mind blowing.
How are you going to defend? Why are you on the Sun, Olive? How are you going to defend unaliving people in the Caribbean that we have no proof were carrying D-Rugs in the first place, and then pardon a D-Rug kingpin? I heard there's Roger Stone connection. I think that might be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the Roger Stone connection and the billionaire connection. So Peter Thiel.
Shocker.
I'm trying to think who are the other ones. Peter Thiel is one of them. Nelson.
Like all the fucking crazy tech city people?
Yeah.
Like Curtis
Yeah.
Yarvin, Alex Karp.
Yeah,
Like that.
There's apparently like it's like the Honduran version of Grafton, New Hampshire, where like a bunch of libertarian tech bros decided they're gonna have their own town and run it their own way. And so it's like Galt's Gulch or some shit. And so they just have their own little fiefdom down in Honduras. And that has a lot to do with it. Also, we've used Honduras to enforce policy on Central and South America for decades. Banana republics.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Is the Roger connection similar to the Rainbow connection, or is it separate? Is it the White Rainbow connection?
They might be related.
The White
The
Rainbow
what?
connection. The White Rainbow connection.
What is a white rainbow?
White nationalist is rainbow. Duh.
I
Oh.
don't like colors.
We no Olive, what's the word, we
Oh.
colonized the rainbow for the LGBTQ community. Let's not
Oh, we took it
associate
back.
it with racist. First I want to say you both and Nemo look so pretty
Hello,
and
my
so
love.
lovely, and I hope you're beautiful,
Canadian
having lovely
spouse.
days. I was just doing my, feminine duties of cleaning and listening, and then I came back to check on my people and see the screen to see there are only 17,000 likes with over 200 people in this live. I don't understand, chat. This has been quality content. It has made my ADHD cleaning so much better. Why are we not booping that screen? I've been booping and I've been cleaning. It's called multitasking. We can do better, all right? Let's see those likes go up a little faster. We've been here for an hour. We should be over 25 by now. I know your fingers can do better. That's not a Swiffer duster. It's the one and I'm the queen. I would
Flag,
make a
stop hiding.
better
Come tell
king.
me. Come tell me why the military doesn't need to give us proof. I thought you guys were the party of transparency.
the party of hypocrisy. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do was yell at chat and get them moving. It seems to work. Thank you, chat. Keep doing that.
Love
You
you.
can drop me. Love you.
Flags, come up. People keep inviting you, and you're a coward, and you won't come up. And tell me why. Yeah, they're a bot, probably.
Oh, speaking of transparency, the Democratic Oversight Committee has released footage from the property of the E-Guy. And let me tell you something. I watched it. I watched parts of it. I had to pause it here and there.
Oh, like the video imagery?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that there were innocent children being forced to walk around that property it's gross. If you do not have the spoons for it, do not look at it. There are still images from that property. And I can't.
Like, why did he have a room with a dentist chair? What purpose did that serve?
It makes me concerned for, like, the trauma behind that, looking at, a dentist chair for those children is...
Yeah, there was somebody we grew up with who became a dental tech, and he got put in prison for assaulting minors while they were in the dentist chair. So,
Yeah.
that's where my brain went first.
Yep. I haven't seen you in a bit, Nemo. How are you?
I've been alright.
I see you cooking with Matt all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's our. Oh, okay.
My guess is
She
that's
wanted to
Nell's
make a
dog.
contribution. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been all right.
Good. I got a little mess going on the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know what they're defending at this point. And I guess that's why it's harder to get them up.
Well, it's not even harder to get them up because they'll sit in the comments and they'll chirp, and then when they get invited up and they have the fortitude to come up, there's nothing to defend. Nothing.
Yeah. I think that a lot of them are still waiting on some type of logical defense that they can use. Like prior to Trump taking office, the whole narrative was tariffs are going to save us because of protectionist trade policy and lowering taxes or something like that. And no new wars because something Afghanistan. Also, trans people are Satan. And now they don't really have anything that they can point to with that.
Nope.
Right.
Because damn.
I mean, example, last night, Afton Bain did not win the election. The positives of what came out of it is it was a close election, closer than what it should have. It took his cronies, so JD Vance, also talking about Mike Johnson, others, who constantly went there to try and push Matt up. Still wasn't able to keep us in a double digit, what is that word?
Like the it's like the
Margin of error?
Margin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I always say margarine. Margarine of error. Big butter of error.
It is Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and that they should be scared. And I think they are, which is why they're not coming in here and like celebrating it, right? They're not like ha ha ha. Why? Because the margin was so low.
Yep.
Beth, you can come up too. I keep inviting you. You guys are just cowards. Party is
That's
strong.
not obsessed with me.
Mm-mm.
I love it where MAGA women now are obsessed with me. Not just the MAGA men, the women.
I saw he was being sued in some kind of new lawsuit too.
Costco.
No, yes, the tariffs one. No, this is related to E.
Oh, really?
It was like Palm Beach or something.
Yeah, apparently Trump supporters are now boycotting Costco. Which I think is so funny.
Okay, they don't need your money. I thought boycotts are silly and liberal and they don't work, Target.
So progressive.
This cancel culture.
Like they're not the ones who run over CDs in their trucks and
I don't like Bud Light. Let me buy 12 packs and shoot. Like,
yeah, so I can
What?
pew it up. Yeah.
you mean let me pew my Bud Light because I don't like them trends. Like, grow the fuck up.
I bought all the Chicks albums so I could throw them in this here dumpster.
I'm not ready to make no secrets. Don't mock me is crazy from your husband.
Which in hindsight, like, wow. You really were that butthurt that that she said that she didn't like George Bush. Holy shit.
Where are they now,
Really?
though? They don't like George Bush or the war anymore. Like you,
Right?
like
Yeah.
where did you go?
Well, they're also the same group of people that got mad that Lady A changed their name.
Yeah,
And they're like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh," and it's like,
I'm sorry. We recognize oppression and try to do better. How dare we? Damn.
and I like Lady A. I'm the weirdo who actually does enjoy some country music. Oh my god.
No, I like country music too. Lady A is not really my thing though.
Nah.
But we
Let's
lost.
see the medicine.
Yeah, see in a minute. We lost 32,000 jobs in November. Fun. Like, and that's my thing. Even with Spencer, we couldn't get there because we had to go into the minutia of his bullshit. If the economy is doing so well, why are they hiding the CPI report? Why are they hiding the jobs report? Why are they hiding the GDP report? If it's going so well.
Yep.
Apparently, ADP also reported that 120,000 jobs have been lost from small businesses recently. Like I think in last month.
Swarovski, ma'am, I just work here. You do. I saw. Well, and that's my thing. I wonder where these pardons came from when crypto was sinking and all of a sudden it started going back up and pardons were issued. Coincidence? I think not.
So this is also when I tell people I'm a descendant of Cousin It.
I can't see YouTube chat. I don't know how to do that. I'm streaming through OBS, but I don't know how to bring that up so I can see it. I'm trying, Crow. Stop yelling at me.
I'm trying.
I need my IT. My brother mod.
Brother Mod!
This is his setup. He set it up.
Brother Mod, stop working.
He's not working today. He's home.
Brother Mod, go
I
help.
hear footsteps. Here he is.
Hi, Brother
Everyone say hi. Monica,
Brother Mod is
Google
some of
YouTube
Monica's-
Studio. I'm trying. I'm like a boomer millennial. Leave me alone.
Mod. Don't compare yourself to Doug. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, Doug's worse than I am.
Doug
RTP is
so
worse
bad.
than I am.
So yeah, I've never dealt with you. Doug.
Look, chat. Wow. Found it. You act like I want to read that chat. You know how horrible they are on YouTube? Hi, Audie.
You figured out?
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
I need help to figure out the
We
tube
know.
when you're available.
Seriously.
And eventually you'll have to update your like live titles and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever in the chat. Jesus
Show me
Christ.
your
What
screen.
kind of milady, fedora, nothing personnel kid teleports behind you type shit did I just read? Go back to fucking 4chan. Oh my god. Stop Sephiroth posting in TikTok chat. Jesus.
I swear I heard an echo come through.
I think it's for a second.
Is it? Well, I think my YouTube stream, the volume was on. He turned it off though. So I think we
You know you shouldn't ever hear it if you're in the right spot.
Is this innuendo? I don't know. No, there isn't.
Are you flirting with my work wife, Ari?
Eli, I am absolutely talking shit on fedoras. Unless your name is FDR, in which case you can absolutely wear a fedora.
Innuendos are not my style. I'm not good at those.
You see them? I look.
Look.
Oh.
No, I am.
I love
echoing.
sugar.
Where's it coming from?
Is it me?
I don't know. Is it you? Yes.
Don't do that to me.
It was where I was echoing. It might have just been your speaker, maybe.
Probably.
Did I join a
Also-
Final Fantasy chat? Oh gosh.
No.
Hmm.
See, Crow, I see
Eli-
you now. I see you yelling now. I see you.
Eli, you would be the old man to wear a fedora.
Did he just pull up, just out of curiosity, did he just pull up your stream?
I think so. Well, he did it through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I'm saying it's not the right one.
Okay. So
Do what I said.
Google
Well,
what?
I'll try to help you after.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bye.
Mhm.
Don't call me ageist, Eli. It's true. Don't lie. Is Crow alive? Crow's alive on the tubes.
At least then I can use him. I can mod him, but add as moderator. All right. Trump have any speaking engagements set up?
Today, I have no idea.
He spoke so much yesterday, so probably not.
Speaking is being nice, Monica.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Saying that he's speaking to something is crazy.
Why does it do that? He needs a nap. He took one. He took multiple yesterday. Did we not see? He took so many naps. And he told us that we would never see him napping like that, like Biden did.
He's like falling asleep in the middle of cabinet meetings. like the cameras are on him and he's just falling asleep. Multiple times now. Early in the day, too.
Jim Jordan has subpoenaed Jack Smith for deposition on December 17th. That might bite them in the ass. Oops. Let's move that over there again.
So not only was I flabbergasted to see Matt Gaetz at the Pentagon being a presser there, he's officially a presser for the Pentagon now.
He doesn't have anything else to do.
That is true. I just think it's still wild to me.
I saw something where he apparently was flirting with Carolyn Levitt or some shit.
It would be.
And
she's too old for him.
that was my first thought. Like,
oh God, I didn't. Oh Lordy.
Like what? She's 28. That's basically, I don't know, retirement age for Matt Gaetz.
Retirement age. Isn't her husband like 60?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's like twice her age.
Crazy.
All right. Well, MAGA is scared as usual.
Is RJ still alive? Because I blame RJ when he goes down.
It's his fault. He doesn't get people either. He gets viewers, but he doesn't get people. Yeah, he's alive.
So everyone go to RJ. Say RJ end and raid Monica.
Oh, he's MAGA hunting. I still don't want to do that. I love y'all, but that sounds like hell.
It is.
They are so stupid. Like, I listened to them. I've listened to somebody come up and tell them that we're going to be using Arabic numerals now. And they were like, yeah, I don't think that's good. That's just numbers. That's the numbers we use.
God damn. Like, I know Asmongold had said something like that recently, but he was obviously saying that to troll people, like to pretend to be stupid, so left-wing people would point to him and be like, wow, you're stupid. It doesn't change the fact that Asmongold lives in his own shit. He literally does. But yeah, no, there are genuinely red hats that don't understand that Arabic numerals are literally numbers.
There's the colonization rainbow. That's what I mean. The white nationals rainbow. Because Trump, they don't like color. Whatever way you want to put it.
And yes, Asmongold is an awful, awful person. Like constant bad things. And that was just
Pete Hegseth is so weird. What kind of a... If you could host a dinner party with 3 people, dead or
You
alive.
saw that too?
Yeah. Who's coming to the table and what are you eating? Hegseth says, I think it would be President Trump, Vladimir Putin, and Zelensky. What are we eating? Just whatever the president wants. So fish fillets
McDonald's.
with extra tartar
Yes.
sauce. Because he's a psycho. So the last thing that fucking sandwich needs is more tartar. If you have never worked at McDonald's, you don't understand. We use this big tube gun for the mac sauce and the tartar sauce. And it is just like, pluh, and it's a steamed bun. So it's already really, really soft. Why would you put more tartar sauce on that?
Because he likes soft white stuff.
Oh, God. Why?
You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
Dude, Crow just sent this to me. Did we talk about this bill from Senator Moreno from Ohio?
I did yesterday.
The one about the choosing your citizenship?
Yeah, eliminating dual citizenship.
So you would have to choose. If you have dual citizenship, you would need to either retain your U.S. citizenship and renounce your other one, or renounce your U.S. citizenship, but then, they're just going to try and deport you.
Right. What?
So, again, Melania, Barron.
Yep.
So many other people.
You know who else this harms? Military kids.
Right. Ted Cruz, bye. Go back to Canada, I guess. I don't know. What? It's just
Right.
silly. It's just racism.
Mm-hmm. That's when I say everyone try to get citizenship in a different country and we all just leave.
They want to be isolationists so bad, but they don't want any of the negatives that comes with isolationism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've tried to frame arguments in a way that speaks to their to that, where, okay, you want to be isolationist. Here are the problems with that. Do you want America to rule the world? Most of them say yes to that,
Right.
right? They may not say yes to world police. They will now, because that's literally what we're doing.
Right.
But they will say, yeah, we should rule the world. Okay, we can't be isolationist then. If you want us to be the global hegemon, then we can't be isolationist. That's not how that works. China is literally, they have been isolationists for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And they still are isolationists in certain ways, but they are replacing us on the world stage as far as global hegemony by opening up. And we are retreating.
Yeah.
And I've tried to frame arguments in a way that appeals to that nationalistic, xenophobic impulse that they have. And it still doesn't get through.
No. Well, and they have to twist themselves, right? You can't, I've had arguments when in regards to the tariffs and how we don't have raw materials to make everything in-house. And they will sit there and go, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. Well, at the same time now, you are defending going to war with Venezuela to go get oil, which I thought you guys hated that we did during Afghanistan. But, okay. They stand on nothing. They just do whatever Trump wants to do.
Yep.
Yeah. The Venezuela thing, that one's wild. Just whenever it comes to war, I don't think that they understand that Venezuela is not another sandbox. You could make that argument for, Afghanistan is not exactly a sandbox, but Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Syria, most of the Middle East. You could make that argument. You can't make that argument for Venezuela. They're a jungle. They are literally a jungle. That is Vietnam. Our military is not spec'd for
But in
jungle
South
warfare. We
America,
haven't done
yeah.
it in decades.
We weren't good at it then.
Exactly.
Doubt we've
Right.
gotten any better.
That's why they pushed our boats out there, because they know we're better in the water than we are on land.
Mm-hmm.
No hate to anyone in the army. I'm just saying Navy's better.
Well, but I don't like, they're saying it. They're saying it to their faces on their news channels. Like, hey, we're going to go to Venezuela and get oil. And MAGA's like, yay! And they're like, remember when Bush got oil? And they're like, yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
Okay? We're doing the same thing. And it's not even, like, going to help us that much. We're just going to put ourselves in more bullshit.
Yep.
No new wars, who?
The Democrat did win the mayoral race in Roswell, Georgia, though, flipping the incumbent Republican seat.
Nice.
So Georgia is moving.
Georgia.
Yeah,
How does it feel to live in Georgia, Nemo?
You help it move.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with that area. It's one of the cities that's, I don't know, it surrounds Atlanta. Like, there's a bunch of little cities that really they're Atlanta. And Roswell is one of them. So.
Oh, Nemo, did you know you have a president of Atlanta?
Oh, yeah. That was a fun
What?
conversation.
President of Georgia.
Oh, president of Georgia. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They meant governor, I think.
Mm.
And it said president of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
President of Georgia.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a new one for
No,
me.
we said governor. He said no. That's the city.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys
I
see
blame
where
George
Hegseth
Bush.
got caught 9 years ago saying the exact same thing that the seditious six said?
Mm.
Really?
Not to follow unlawful orders.
Huh.
Yeah, not to engage in war
Speed.
crimes. Interesting.
Is the Secretary of Defense considered active duty?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Because if so, I mean, it's a little different from Mark Kelly, because they were going to threaten Mark Kelly with calling him back into active duty so he could be tried under the UCMJ.
I wouldn't think so.
Like, I feel like maybe, I don't know.
No, yeah, they're like independent of active duty leadership.
Okay.
Had to have been retired.
Yeah, now that I think about that some more, yeah, it makes more sense. If they were part of JSOC, then yeah. JCOS.
Jethro, what seditious activity? I've yet to find through that entire thing you guys were talking about how what they did was seditious in the first place. So nobody was able to explain that to me. All it went down to was like, well, I didn't like it because Trump didn't like it. But you couldn't explain what was seditious. They didn't do anything seditious. Trump even retruthed a placard outside of West Point that says, if the law and the order conflict, listen to the law.
Good evening.
That literally contradicts the Napoleon quote that he did, like, what, 8 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he who saves his country has broken no law. Those literally contradict each other. What?
Miss IL, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 21 in Michigan.
All right, MAGA has TDS. Which topic do you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's start with release the Epstein files. Or e-files, sorry, I know.
Sure,
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about in regards to that?
So I think the e-files were all just a smear campaign. And I don't really think that everybody really cares about releasing them.
Oh, well then he shouldn't have brought it up to his QAnon conspiracy theorists who want it released and then ran from it.
If no one wants them released, why did the Senate and the House both agree to release them?
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me expand on what I said. So yeah, I think the e-files were just all a smear campaign to get Trump or to smear his
Are you
name.
going to expand on what you said or just repeat what you
Yeah,
said?
I'm about
'Cause
to.
I don't
Dude,
need you.
have
Okay, then
patience.
expand,
Chill.
don't repeat. Thank you.
Just chill. I just started.
Oh no, it's fine, honey. I can keep up, so just expand. Don't repeat.
Yeah, so when they first released some emails, I'll give you one example right away. They blurred out Virginia Giuffre's name when we already knew who it was, and they were trying to smear Trump's name like that, saying that he was
Who
with
is
her
they?
alone. Yeah, it was a Democratic Oversight Committee.
Oh, there's no Republicans on that committee?
Yeah, well, the Democrats are the ones who actually blurred it.
They redacted
And then
it.
later on,
Sure.
they posted on their Twitter about it, and then they deleted the tweet.
Why is that a smear campaign to Trump?
Yeah, well, why would you blur a name that we already know is there to try to make him look worse?
It's not to make him look worse. It was to protect the victim.
No, we knew who the victim was.
Just
The
because
emails
you
were released
knew doesn't
before.
mean she didn't deserve to have her name redacted as a
No,
victim.
the emails were released before. We already knew who it was.
No, these emails were released after they were subpoenaed
No,
from the E estate.
we knew who the person was.
Yes, you happen to know who it was. I
No,
don't
no,
see.
we knew it was.
What
Lady,
is
you're
your
not
problem
listening.
with
We
it being
already
redacted
knew.
if you know who it is?
Because it's a smear
It's
campaign.
not.
Why
It
redact
could
the
have been
name
any
of someone?
name. It
Hold
could
on,
have been
hold on.
any victim's name.
No,
That doesn't
why
make it
redact
What did
the
the
name of a
emails? What did the
person?
emails do to smear Trump?
Yeah. So what they did was they redacted the name of a person who we already know said that Trump did no wrongdoing to her,
Sure.
and they framed it to make him look bad.
Is she the only victim?
You're not argue with the point.
I just said sure. I
No, you
agreed with you. Is she the only victim?
no argue with the point.
I
Does
just
that
did.
do you think
said
that is trying to
sure.
smear his name?
No.
Hold on. Do you think how is
No.
that not trying to smear his name?
What did it accuse him of?
Just nothing. Just spending hours alone with her.
Did he?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that a smear? That
But
was
we
just a
know
fact.
he did nothing wrong.
That
So
was
when
just
you
a
smear
fact.
the victim's name,
Congratulations.
the victim of someone who already says that he did nothing wrong, that's a smear campaign.
It's not.
I don't know if you know this, man, but the email itself literally says that right after her name.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Did you
But
read that?
the email that says that he spent hours alone with her, the what is it? The subordinate clause of that sentence is then, and she never said anything or never mentioned that he did anything.
What?
Okay, I'll try it again. The email that you are talking about literally says Trump didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's why.
Okay,
it's
so that's not a smear
No,
campaign.
they literally covered her name up, redacted her name.
Okay, real quick. We're going to start from zero for a second. You guys all do this when you come up to talk about the e-files. You assume the Democratic position and you assume my position by thinking that we are implicating him in harming children. I don't know what the Democratic position on it is. As far as I know, it is just to get the files released for transparency that he said he would give us. My stance, based off the information we have, is at the least he fucking knew and didn't do anything about it. I have not accused him of doing anything more. It can't be a smear campaign if it is factual that the email exists and says the exact thing you just said. You're just mad they redacted a victim's name. We happen to know who it is.
Yeah, so none of this actually contends with any of my points that this is a smear
Have a
campaign.
point.
Spell it, dude. Spell
You
it.
don't know
Ted.
what I don't think you know what a smear
Hold
campaign.
on, what is this? A 1v4?
No, a smear campaign would have. You came up when they were all up here, by the way.
I know, it's funny.
Okay.
So
then don't cry about it now. A smear campaign would imply they used this information to say Trump did something. Where did they do that?
yeah, dude, they tried to make him look bad by
Where
covering
did
her
they do
name
that?
when we already knows
No.
she did
Where
nothing.
did the Democratic Oversight Committee take that particular email and said this proves Trump did this? Show me that. That would be the smear campaign. They have not done that.
You want the exact words verbatim?
That would be a smear campaign.
Dude,
that would be a smear campaign.
Yeah, no, this would just be following logic, dude. If you
No,
cover
that's
someone's
your
name,
assumption. So you're
Dude.
smearing him because you're assuming and tying him to that. That's you. You smeared your own
So
president.
if you redact a
Congratulations.
victim who already said Trump did nothing,
You don't
and then
believe
you
victims
put
anyway.
that he spent hours alone
You don't
with
believe
her,
victims anyway.
what do you
voted
think?
for
What do you
Trump.
think that's trying to
You
imply,
don't believe
dude?
victims
What do you think that's trying to
anyway.
imply?
You voted for
Follow
Trump.
you're not believing.
You don't believe victims. You
believe
voted
in
for
the
Trump.
victims when
That's
they all
fine.
said that Trump
I
did
didn't
nothing
say
there.
he did anything to Virginia Giuffre, did I? Did the
No, you're
Democratic
releasing.
Oversight?
You're,
Did
no,
the
no, no, no. You're
Democratic
accusing someone.
Oversight Committee say he did anything to Virginia Giuffre?
You're saying, you're asserting that someone is protecting PDF files. So this is pretty serious.
Yes,
That is
the
what the
government.
entire Republican
The
Party is
government
doing.
That someone
Yes.
goes
That
to
is
the
that is
Yes.
no, because if Trump wanted to release the files, he
could've
could
just
walk
done
down to Pam Bondi's office and talk to Kash Patel and release him in the fucking first place. Instead, he's going
Right,
around
Pam.
in fucking circles
Yeah, this is
and
gonna be
hiding
great.
behind
Release the
people.
files.
lady.
Great. Yeah, release the
Stop.
files.
No,
Tell me
you,
what it
you,
is.
no, you're the person, Tony, shut the fuck up. You're the
you,
person,
Tony.
Michelle, who wants to come up and pretend you're some kind of fucking savior when you're not. Again, if Trump wanted to release the fucking files, he could walk down to Pam Bondi's office and Kash
He
Patel
could've
and
done
say, hey,
so.
release
So,
it.
okay, so why didn't he release them?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why didn't he release them?
There could be multiple reasons why Trump
Why?
doesn't release the files.
Because he's on them.
Yeah, no, maybe there's
Released in November
national
20th.
there's national intelligence, there's domestic intelligence, there's international intelligence
So
on them.
we're protecting predators now.
PDF files.
Cool.
Hold on, I'm not arguing that Trump isn't like
But you're defending him. You're protecting him. Congress,
I don't
he
want
wants to be
people
protected.
PDF files for absolutely no reason.
He-
I
I'll-
didn't
that-
call
no,
him
he's
one.
on the
Hold on,
list.
Hold
Not a
on, hold on.
problem.
I didn't call him one. I said
No, you're
he
calling him a
knows.
PDF file protector.
No, I didn't. Yes, he is. Because why wouldn't he release the files then? You just said because of intelligence of who it implicates. That is him protecting PDF files. Point blank, period.
Yeah, so I don't think it's that simple that you can just, oh, hey, here's the files with all the names redacted and everything in them,
Why not?
right? There's obviously big
He's
people,
already
on this,
signed
there's
to
big
release
donors, and there's
We'll get to you, Tony, in a
there's
minute. We'll go through that
intelligence on this.
timeline in a
It's
minute.
obvious there's intelligence on this. So maybe he could be killed or anything. We don't know, right? And you people are
Okay.
just asserting that this is just a black and white issue,
It is.
right?
Release the files.
Yeah, no,
It is.
we all want the people.
Why
in
doesn't
jail,
he
but
release
it
them?
doesn't-
Why doesn't he release them?
November
Hold on.
20th.
Miss L, why doesn't he
Oh, they
release
already
them?
did.
Why
Wow.
doesn't he release
Holy
them?
shit.
Why
What the
doesn't he
fuck?
release them? Why doesn't he release them?
How?
Why doesn't he release the fucking
Yo,
files? Why is
I
he hiding
literally
behind the
just
files?
said-
Why is he hiding
Shit.
behind the files? Again, he could walk
Holy
down
shit,
to
you
fucking
people
Pam
are mentally
Bondi's office.
deranged.
He could walk down to Pam
people are
Bondi's
mentally
office and release
Yo,
the
this
fucking
lady
files,
is
and yet he still doesn't.
stupid.
Tony, shut the fuck
He
up.
already did. You shut.
Look at this shit.
White people talk.
This is the most hilarious.
November 20th.
Again,
No.
you.
No.
He has not.
No, he hasn't.
You're lying.
Tony,
Yeah.
How
so-
am I
take a
lying?
breath. Miss
Because
Hale.
he already released them November 20th.
He didn't release them.
What did
Yes, he
release?
did.
Where are they, Tony?
Yes, he did. They're
Where-
right
where
on
are-
BBC.
where are they,
I
Tony?
put the
Where are they,
URL
Tony?
right in the chat. There's the URL.
I
Yeah,
can't
multiple
bring up
times he's
URLs.
told
Put
them.
URLs in the chat.
He told Pam Bondi to tell Florida to release
just
the
put
files
the
that they
link.
have on him.
Scotty,
Follow the
who is
link.
that for?
You can't put URLs in the chat, Tony. They don't show up.
Follow the link, man.
You can't
It's
put
a
links
source
in the
code.
chat, you
What
idiot.
What is it with Trump
Listen to
supporters
me.
and drinking
Know how
high
to use
moons?
Google just
Bye,
like
Miss
I
Hale.
do.
W. Scotty in the chat.
Why do
for
I
the
gotta
swap.
be your information
Tony,
scout?
where did he
Come on,
release?
November 20th, 2025. Trump already signed it to be
That
released.
didn't release it. He just signed what he was forced to sign. So let's go through the timeline. All right. So he was not supposed. Pam said there was no new information to investigate. They were going to release information. They gave a re-release to those right-wing podcasters, and then Pam Bondi came out and said the list is on my desk, which I will grant you there was some discrepancy. I think she meant the files in general, not a list, were on her desk, and she said there's no new information that we need to investigate. Okay, they stopped talking about it. Then they were saying, thank you so much, that the Congress was saying we need to get these files out. They're not releasing these files. Mike Johnson would not bring it up for a vote, so they had to institute a discharge petition. When you get 218 signatures on a discharge petition, it goes around Mike Johnson and forces a vote onto the floor, which is what they did, even though Mike Johnson kept Congress in recess a week before the government shutdown so that he did not have to swear in Adelita Grijalva to be the 218th signature. Once we came back from the shutdown, they had no choice. They had to bring her in. She signed the discharge petition. It was sent to the Senate. They, with unanimous consent, passed it, and it was sent to Trump's office. Whether Trump signs it or not, there is a 30-day legislative period. If he does not sign it, it
But he
becomes
signed it
law.
already.
And he could
He
have
signed it
released it
already.
January 20th.
He signed it already.
He could have released it January 20th of 2025. Why did he have to be forced to,
No,
Tony?
he couldn't have.
Yes,
Why
he
do I
could.
have to be continuously muted in the middle of
Because
me
you-
talking?
Why did he not release it on his own? Why did he have to be forced to?
I don't know. Am I going to be muted mid-sentence?
It's fine. Justin gave you a swab too. You don't want to answer because you guys don't have a reason. He had to be forced to release this information, and he still hasn't released it, by the way. He's got, what, till 10 more days? Like till the 13th, I think?
Yep. Yep.
Biden could have released it January 19th. Sure. Blame Biden for not releasing files too. Nobody was asking for them. I agree. He could have released them. Good thing Biden's not in office anymore. Trump is, though. Why isn't he doing it? Like, you guys try to do this one aboutism. Nobody here gives a fuck about Biden.
Nope.
Nope.
Duck,
Like I
go.
s-
Did Trump release the e-files? Right.
Like I said on my live earlier, I don't understand why people hold their own employee above themselves. The president is your employee. We hire the president. I don't understand why y'all want to be led by the person you hired. I don't understand why you put the person you hired on a pedestal above yourselves, above everybody else. It makes no sense.
These two women are dangerous. How?
How am I dangerous?
He's just not an alpha male, so he's scared of women. It's just,
Y'all got opinions.
I know. How dare we? I'm their
Do
worst
my opinions
nightmare. I'm
scare
a stay-at-home
people?
mom with opinions. They hate that.
I just don't work.
I just don't work.
I work on TikTok. Thank you very much.
It's not even just that I have opinions. I read
Reading woman? What?
timelines, receipts.
Ian says the president is picked by the world owners.
That's
We're just gonna go ahead and block you
yeah,
because
that's
that's
just
gonna
anti-Semitism. I know.
yeah, that's just gonna lead to anti-Semitism.
At least I'm a hot woman with opinions.
Oh my God, your husband allows you to read? He does tell me every single day that I don't know how. He will come in the room while I'm reading my books at night and say, but you don't know how to read.
How often do I get refixed on my words because I can't pronounce? Because I was a part of the Bush Left Behind program. Good thing you guys don't live up by me in Salem. You know what, Matt?
You got Sally. This is your guys' new talking point that you can't prove. This investigation just came out. These claims are from Scott Bessent on fucking Twitter. Show me the facts that Tim Walz knew that there was fraud happening and did nothing about it. Show me that. He said he
Wait.
welcomes an investigation.
Wait,
Yep, he said it's the right thing to do.
y'all care about fraud now?
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden,
Y'all are aware that Donald Trump himself has committed a lot of fraud, right?
You don't say Nemo. Nemo.
Like not just accused, but like convicted.
Sally
Nemo.
said
Right?
it's okay, guys. We have the proof. It's on MSNBC. It's case closed. Case fucking
Oh,
closed,
listen, I
guys. Liberal
argue with
media
that.
did it again.
just shut it down.
I'm a jump.
I thought you
I'm
guys didn't
jumping.
trust the liberal media. My tax money. I'm not in Minnesota. It's not my tax money. Again, the only thing that I read, which was the same article Blue read yesterday, was that they found a nonprofit that was like funneling state or federal money.
Are you talking about that white bitch that came on to Maddie's live?
Yeah,
Yep.
but they got caught.
Oh.
They got caught. What is happening now is that Scott Bessent and a bunch of other crazies on Twitter are accusing Somalis of fraudulently funneling money towards terrorist groups. There's been no proof of that.
Oh my God, why is this
Sally
so
is
big?
stuck in 2024 talking points. Easter was changed to Transgender Day by Biden.
Oh my
No.
God, I have not heard that.
Is Easter on the same day every year? No,
It's always on a Sunday.
but it's not on the same
not a different date.
That's the same
Like
feeling I
Thanksgiving.
get. That's the same feeling you get when someone's like, but the Keystone XL pipeline.
Say hi. Say hi to the people, Jasper.
Jasper.
He's like, whatever, Mom. I wanted your lap. Put me down.
Whiskey was touching my butt.
Yeah,
earlier.
pastels, Matt. Pink and blue for Easter. And trans people. Pastels.
Gasps and Deacon from Blue.
Right, as someone who has been celebrating Easter for almost 40 years now, this is just this. I never knew.
That's crazy. I'm trying to work. Okay.
Getting called
I
a
did
witch
that.
in my Discord.
Who called you a witch?
Megan.
Oh,
Just because
that's
I know
fine.
things.
I should have known. There's friendlies in the Discord. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm gonna go.
Sally, I get food stamps. You want to talk about it? We can talk
I
about
bet you Sally's just some white woman who's upset.
it. Her husband did her vote. It's fine.
Yeah.
Jesus did wear a dress.
Sally, I actually, because of your president, I actually lost my job.
Same.
So, yeah, I can directly tie losing my job to his policies.
User, how are you today?
Good. How are y'all?
I'm good. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
37 in Georgia.
All right. MAGA has TDS. Which topic would you like to talk about?
Hold on, one second, CG. She just, in all caps, Sally just said UDEI.
I saw it.
It has nothing to do with DEI, Sally.
Which topic would you like to talk about?
I don't know. What were y'all talking about before I came in here?
A plethora of things, but I have these topics up on the top that any of those that you're interested in, we can talk about.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess Democrats kind of went silent on the e-files.
No,
What do you mean
we're
silent?
waiting for him to release them.
Well, no, I mean, it was a big, it was big news last week, and now I haven't heard anything this week
Do
at
you know
all.
who Steve Bannon is?
Yeah, I know who
hey,
Steve Bannon is.
Do you know
I
what
do.
Flood the Zone is?
I mean, I get what you're saying.
What am I saying?
I mean, I don't get why, it was big news last week, but then this week, none of the outlets are running
Well,
it. so.
maybe because our Secretary of Defense is committing war crimes. Maybe because
Well, which is more important?
they're both important. Why hasn't Donald Trump
Well,
released them?
which is more important?
Why hasn't they're both equally important? Why hasn't Donald Trump released the files?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in Donald Trump's head. I don't know why he hasn't released
So
them.
the
I mean,
Democrats are probably waiting until the deadline that he has to release them, and then they are going to go through the judicial route to get it released.
that could have been done under Biden. I mean,
When?
It couldn't have.
the investigation was done at the end of his term. Towards the end of it.
When was
You
Ghislaine
gotta- you-
Maxwell's?
that
When
could-
was
that could have
Ghislaine?
been-
No. When was Ghislaine Maxwell's last appeal?
I don't know. Appeals don't have anything to do with,
It does.
with releasing documents.
Yes,
No,
it does.
doesn't.
If you release documents during the course of an appeal hearing, she could have every right to try to vacate her conviction.
Well, her conviction was going to be vacated anyway by Trump. Everybody already knew that.
It hasn't been yet.
So they.
Are you okay with
It,
that?
it, it will be.
You're okay with him pardoning her?
Well, no, I'm not okay with that. I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
It in 2 weeks.
Wait,
my
wait,
logic is
wait,
my
so-
logic is
so
that, my
you-
logic
wait,
is they
hold on,
leaked
CJ.
everything else,
CG.
right? If they had it under Biden, they would have leaked
No,
it, right?
this is
They
why I
leaked
keep asking
everything
you.
else.
Her last appeal technically was 2025 when she appealed to the Supreme Court. So no, he could not have released anything.
CG, you voted for somebody that you knew was going to vacate Ghislaine Maxwell's
Yeah,
conviction.
that's weird.
You were aware. You just said, well, it was going to happen anyway under Trump. So you knew that Trump would do that, and you voted for him, even though you knew that that was something that he would do.
Well, I knew he was going to do it. I mean, that's on
So
the bottom.
you were okay with it. That wasn't wasn't a line that
that's
didn't
on the
cross any
bottom of
lines for
the-
you.
That's on the bottom of the priority list. I mean,
So it's not
gross.
important to you. That's
What was
wild.
more important than?
I mean, she was a
children?
victim herself, right? I mean,
No.
she was a victim.
No,
herself
she
of
was
Jeffrey
not.
Epstein.
No,
Oh, absolutely, she was.
She
He
committed.
had mind.
No, she
he had mind control
victimized
over that
others.
woman.
No,
No,
she
he had mind control over.
she victimized others.
How old is this fetus again?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because he made her do it. Because he forced her to do it.
I'm sorry. Could somebody
He was just
force
as much-
you? Could somebody force you to harm a child?
He was just as much.
Could somebody force you to harm a child?
Well, I'm just saying she's as much a victim as all the other ones.
No,
No, she's not.
she's not. She's a predator.
Well, we just disagree.
You have no
No.
proof
See-
behind your disagreement.
CG, how much do you know about the history of Jeff and Ghislaine?
Yeah. And her
I
dad.
thought you were just going to stop at how much do you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I mean,
I know,
if you don't know a lot, that's fine. Just
Yeah,
say
it's
so.
fine to be ignorant.
Well, I was alive, back in the 90s and 2000s when everybody knew it was going on and nobody did anything about it back then. So I know a little bit about it.
Okay, so do you know what country Ghislaine has ties to?
Israel,
How?
with Mossad. She's a Mossad agent.
Okay. And she was also invited. She was a guest of honor to how many different events from very
So-
powerful people?
Well, I mean, if you're going that route, that's what I mean. Everybody defends Israel, dude. I mean, Joe Biden was defending Israel. Democrats
agree.
defend
My
Israel.
point is,
not-
my point with that is that, I mean, to imply that she was in some way powerless or a victim of Jeff and had no agency, no, that's bullshit.
Well, how do you?
I mean,
you
if
know-
anything,
Jeff
she
worked-
probably
Jeff
had more
worked for the
power
CIA,
than he
right?
did, just from like the sheer pull that she had.
Well,
Like,
Jeff.
kind of materializes out of nowhere
Mhm.
on like the history of things.
Yeah, just like CIA
But
agents.
Ghislaine,
Jeff was in the
Ghislaine,
CIA.
like her father. What was his first? I can't remember. It's something Maxwell.
Yeah.
So her father literally direct ties to Israel. So Robert, that's it.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're making my argument for me, man. I'm saying
no, I'm
she
not.
was a victim
I'm
of. she's
dismantling your
she
argument.
was a
Your argument
victim.
is that boohoo, poor Ghislaine. I'm saying no. The bitch was running that shit.
She ran
No,
it for
no,
him.
Israel. No.
No.
Also,
She was a
real
poor little
quick.
lady that was also doing international trafficking.
the king of England was running
No, she's woman. Women can't do that. No, women are dumb.
Governments were running it. Governments were
CG,
running it.
I know you're not
it
a
was,
serious
it was high
person.
paid prostitutes.
Shush and listen for a second. This is in regards to your original point that Democrats have been silent on it an hour ago. Bipartisan group in Congress writes a letter to Pam Bondi demanding the Thursday briefing on the e-file release. So you're wrong. They're still talking about it. W, Scotty, for the Swan. Read anything. The information is out there for you. If you want to say he's some Mossad CIA agent, sure. Even better, release the file so we can find out.
I've been telling people they need to read The Hungry Caterpillar.
Also that. Like,
So I got things situated to attempt to do the same thing you're doing on the tube.
figuring it
I'm
out.
scared. I'm scared.
I was just seeing what
I'm not
other
gonna lie, I'm scared.
I was just seeing what other people did, and I figured it was gonna be easiest for me to just display capture my screen.
That's what I'm doing. I'm so scared.
You're
Make sure you guys are also seeing me on the tubes. I need mods over there because I can only imagine how gross it's gonna get over there too.
Mhm.
Also, while there are over 340 people in here, y'all should be tapping the screen. These numbers need to be getting up. Tap the screen, share the live, gift the panel. Definitely work on Moni's gift goal up there. Why is it still sitting at 100?
Hasn't moved, and I've only got 15
What is
minutes
happening?
left. I love y'all, but I need the help. I'm not too proud to beg, as the Temptations.
I'll do it for you. Send the money. Thank you.
Jonah said if they release the files, then what happens? Then we read them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying there's necessarily charges that are going to come out of this. I'm just saying if you're going to say you want to be transparent about it,
Be transparent about the whole fucking thing, not just one.
you just hit your head on the desk, bro.
I told Ari I knew I hit the YT algo when the anti-Semitic comments came. It's really sad. That's how you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, I did the thing.
I did it. Are you proud of me?
So I was not excited. I was like, the tubes is it's a place.
It's a
I fixed it. I
place.
had to redo my live goal. I told you, you guys are going to have to yell at me about that because I don't see it in the corner.
You also don't get the sound on studios, which I like personally.
Yeah, no, that sound is terrible.
I get the sound. I just have it.
Oh, now I can see you resetting your goal.
Yeah, you can see it because it's going to display on the screen.
Yeah,
I can
should
always
probably
put.
turn
I can always put it here too, or over here. There we go. Then you guys won't see it, and I'll just keep it.
Oh, I
up.
paused it. Oops.
I'll just keep it here.
Yeah. I just know I can't play music beforehand, so I'm gonna just play music and set everything up and be like, "All right, guys, we're going in."
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's because YouTube will.
Do I do the number? I have a number that they could phone in. Do I do that?
It depends on if you want to for your first go around for streaming, or if you
YOLO,
want to
and then worst case scenario, I just cancel it all the way through.
It's
gonna
the
have to have people test
Transtifa.
it.
It's the same as this name. It's just Monida on all of my platforms. So if you guys are not following me, or as they call it, subscribing on there, that would be great.
Oh, let's not do that one. Let's do this one. I don't need to have my real.
The world
name
is
out there.
going to hell, and people are worried about a bunch of perverts. The world is going
You
to
know
hell
why?
because of a bunch of perverts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someone pick a random state for me to have a weird number in.
Wyoming,
Okay,
because it doesn't exist.
that's true. Well, then I can't find a number.
Then
Blue.
where do I get my fireworks from every year?
Narnia.
Narnia.
It's more real than Wyoming.
That's probably true. Let's worry about
Someone
what we
said
can help our
someone said Vermont.
I'm-
Steve's from Vermont, guys.
Jonah, I'm trying to. By critiquing Trump, that is what I am trying to do, is what we can help or fix. I'm trying to move us to the midterms so we can get rid of people like in my district, Gabe Evans in Colorado. We need to get rid of these feckless people who are not checking the power of the president. They need to come in and do their job. The only way to do that is to critique the Trump admin and his policies that they're all backing. While they sit on their Gabe is the man. What has he done? He's literally done nothing in Congress but vote the way Trump wants him to. He has not held a town hall in this district since his election. He has held a tele-town hall, and he had pre-scripted questions that people asked him. It was not a free-for-all. It was not. He has not held an in-person town hall. What has Gabe Evans done for this district? Nothing.
All right, I think I got that. I'm so scared. We're gonna YOLO it. I'm like, it's like that weird like. I'm excited, but I'm not. Does that make sense? Does anyone
Yeah.
understand what I mean?
No, I get it. I was like, all right, this is a jump. We're doing the thing.
I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Jasper.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to have people testing the thing. I don't need 400 people calling the same number at once, but
That
we're
would-
gonna test it.
They will, but
I know. Okay. I'll get that all set up in a second. Oh my god, I'm scared.
I don't. Yeah, this pardon of this Democratic congressman is interesting to me. Like, that's what I said in Blues. I think he's trying to like Fetterman him because it's a seat in Texas, but apparently it's a seat in Texas that for some reason Republicans just can't seem to win. So are you trying to like make him into Eric Adams or Fetterman, where you're like he has to owe you now?
What if I call the number using different voices to troll the egg? The egg will figure out how to block.
Big C, is that a proper sentence?
And did you just ask a Trump supporter if they knew how to say a proper sentence?
I'm trying, like, I don't, that's not English. Any president can use the military fake a war to intimidate his citizens. Yeah. We've been doing it for a long time. American imperialism, it's real fun. Guys, don't forget, I do have my Discord link in my bio if you would like to join. There's just a small little bit of verification, but then we will get you in there. So once you have joined the server, just open up a ticket and fill out the little 3 pieces of information, and I can get you verified and in there. That's where we have live chats where I get called a witch. It's very fun to be.
Oh, okay. I did not mean to do that. Oh no. Okay, it ended. It was like 3 seconds. Is it stop? I think I stopped it. I'm so scared.
I was like, yeah, so we set it up, and then what I did is I just have studio running here, and I start going live here first, and then I just hit the streams on there.
Okay.
Oh, did you
Gonna
guys
be fun.
Did you guys see that woman who's part of that couple who's supposed to be investing in the 401ks for Trump babies?
Yes, I did.
Is she okay? Like, so there's video of her standing while he's speaking, and she's like swaying all over the place, and her eyes are like,
No, I don't think she is.
where's that noise coming from? Oh, it's me. I didn't mean to turn the volume up on. I was like, where's that noise coming from?
She says, what's going on?
This is what happens when
I did that.
It's like, I hear Trump's voice, but why? It's not from the
I'm
beyond
gonna do
yet.
this fun thing where I'll have the number up and we all get to argue the Trump supporter over the phone. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
I know you'll just have to work with your settings with making sure, like,
Yeah.
'cause they can't hear if you have panelists and such. But there's ways to work around that. But
Yeah. I haven't told Manny yet.
oh, he's gonna be thrilled.
He's gonna be like, the fuck you doing?
He called JD Vance incompetent yesterday too, which was funny. I know he didn't mean to. Said, from the day I watched JD destroy walls in the debate, I was saying who was more incompetent, that man or my man. I had a man and he had a man. They were both incompetent.
Don't you love it when your own boss like absolutely hates
Talks
you?
shit about you.
Because even at the very beginning of the presidency, he was like, "No, I'm not trying to train him up to be the vice president.
he's
I mean,
like,
to be
"No,
the
fuck
next
that man."
president. He's not going to be the next president."
Nope. But yeah, just so you guys know, when I go live, we still have to knock out Michael. I have 3 left on Michael. Come on, guys.
Andrew, my Discord link is in my bio. Or
Why is
all.
Thriller playing? Sorry.
I was like, that's not me this time, I swear.
No, it was me.
Yeah, in February, in an interview with Bret Baier on Fox News, Trump responded with a direct no when asked if Vance was his successor.
That's because he
adding
thought
it's
he
too
was still
early,
going to
we're
run
just
then.
starting.
They asked him again
Right.
yesterday, like, what about 2028? He's like, it's not going to be me. Like, yeah, we knew. We all knew that.
It's like he's sad about it.
He is. He looked sad about it. Even if you constitutionally could, which you can't, you're falling asleep in your own meetings, sir. If he lives that long, how old would he even be in 2028? He's 79 now. He'll be
82, 83.
Give me a break.
Hey guys, if you're having issues with the link for the cord, Check mine.
Yeah, hers tends
Mine
to work
should
better. I
work.
might need to fix mine again. Try pasting it into a browser too. That tends to work.
I'm like geeked. I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Pentagon watchdog found that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth put U.S. personnel and their mission at risk when he used the Signal messaging app to convey sensitive information about a military strike against Houthi militants in Yemen.
Gasp. What?
The
Are you telling me?
The review by the Pentagon Inspector General's office was delivered to lawmakers who were able to review the report in a classified facility at the Capitol. A partially redacted version of the report was expected to be released publicly later this week. Uh-oh!
Is he in trouble?
I don't know that he can blame Admiral Bradley for that one.
All right. I am still going to play my music before I go situated on the tubes. I'm going to keep the pan a little bit smaller, but we're going to try to see if we can do group calls because I feel like that would be fun for us to do.
Yeah, we can try that.
That'd be fun.
It's the same old shit he was dismissed of. He wasn't dismissed, though. There were no charges brought. They just kind of were like, oops, and moved on.
They found a scapegoat instead, and they had the scapegoat take the fall instead of Hegseth.
Right, and they moved him to be ambassador to the UN.
Correct. All right, let me go get situated.
Wrong. You're going to go get ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I love you.
I see you guys in a minute.
Okay, bye.
See you later. Troy,
She's-
what are we wrong about?
Yeah, what are we wrong about, Troy? Where were there charges that were dismissed on him for the Signal stuff? Come tell me about that before I get ready to go. Big guy SpongeBob SquarePants.
Like there's so many of these Trump supporters that their entire response, their entire rebuttal is nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. We can only hope, Cornholio. We can only hope. That's not even El Toro. You know how I know that's not true? Because I go onto multiple lives during the day. Okay? I run my own. I go into Olives. I go into Blues. I've listened to Matt and Nemo. I listen to RTP. And there will be times where all of these people are just shooting the shit, talking about life things, stuff completely unrelated to politics. And you guys will come in here and say, MAGA!
I was literally playing the new Marvel Cosmic Invasion last night on my live, just playing a video game, and somebody came in, host spouts nothing but lies. I'm like, what am I lying about playing this video game?
You guys have TDS. Trump is always on your mind. Like, we will be shooting the shit, talking about all sorts of stuff, and you'll come in yelling Trump. Sometimes, when we're talking about politics, we're not talking about Trump. Did you know that that's possible? And you guys still come in and yell it. Ravens are always on.
fair,
Like
that
the
guess was
bird or
pretty
the
fast.
football team?
The game was AI.
The game was AI. Ravens, the football team, or Ravens like the birds? The football team. Oh, ew. What are you guys at right now? Now you guys got me in the football rabbit hole. What's their... Oh, 6-6. It's fine. I'm a Broncos fan. We're at 10-2, baby.
Cut the income tax. Ricardo, you're not smart.
First place in a bad division. That's fair. Was it Eli? That's what happens because you're a Browns fan. I'm so sorry. Okay, Olive did go live. All right. Oh, Nemo walked away. I'm gonna drop you guys down. We will thank you, Nemo, for being here. I appreciate you. Bye, Blue. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow, like we always are, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you, stupid woke time zones. We are going to go raid Olive, so make sure that we are going to do that. Make sure a couple of you, if she's going to try out this dual streaming thing, multi-streaming thing, that we are checking out the tubes for her. Again, I am starting to multi-stream, so I would appreciate it if you guys would check out my tubes and my purple. Again, Discord is in bio, so then this way I won't have to post my lives the next day anymore. They will just show up. They'll just be there for you. So we love to see that. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's go raid Olive. Make sure Monty raid in Olives. See you guys tomorrow.